Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Isaac here,
David?
and today I just wanted to talk about one of these things that I said that we should probably make a video about
Oh,
the
yeah.
differences between all those different kinds of energy that we
Mhm.
see in the various animes. Mostly gonna focus on the top two because there's no such thing as top three in it. Well, I mean, you can have your own top three. There's definitely a top two, and then that third one is
He's talking about Bleach.
it's
People. He's
anyone's.
talking about
I'm not
Bleach.
talking about Bleach because Bleach is not top three, and that has been established. But so we have Haki
Yeah.
from One Piece. We
Mhm.
have Chakra.
So it's just those three power system that we're just going to talk about.
But I'm gonna list a few here because there's quite a few, right? You've got Haki, Chakra. You've got Nen,
Mhm.
right? Nen, which is some form of a.
No.
Is that a technique or is that energy?
It's energy.
It's energy.
Yeah, it's energy. It's
Energy. So you've
something.
got that. You've got Ki from Dragon Ball.
Z, yeah.
Right, you've got spiritual pressure or Reiatsu from
Reiatsu, yeah.
Bleach, and and
Curse
then
technique.
right, cursed energy, and then you've
Snowman.
got that life energy, which we see a lot of in Dragon Ball. Right, when somebody's about to do their final ditch effort and putting their sacrificing themselves, they use
burn through their
life energy.
Yeah.
Right, so it's just kind of like discussing between all of these things which we think is I guess, what do you think is stronger, and really what are the differences,
Okay.
right?
The the point of which is stronger is it's tough to say.
Right.
When it comes to when you combine all those that you explained. So, but if we stop with just three, which are the same thing at the base, is Haki, Chakra, and Ryatsu.
So let's get a definition
Yeah,
of
let
each
me-
of these, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I came prepared and I have here just a generic Google search for what Haki is. So here's what Google say. Haki is a mysterious power that allows the user to utilize their own spiritual energy for various purposes.
Yeah.
So it's spiritual energy,
Yeah.
right? Okay, now
So for Naruto, we don't need to because we know what it is. No, but go for it.
I don't know what chakra is.
No, type chakra.
Same kind of search. Chakra is the resulting form of energy when two other forms of energy are mixed together. The two energies are referred to as physical energy and spiritual energy. So
Mhm.
it's a mixture of both physical and spiritual
Okay.
energy.
Then
Okay.
what's Ryatsu?
Reiatsu. Well, so Reiatsu is actually Reiatsu serves as I'm reading here as the foundational basis of most techniques practiced by the Shinigami Quincy and Arankor in Bleach. In contrast to, this is a hard word to say, Reiryoku, which translates as spiritual power. Reiatsu is the actual force exerted by an individual's Reiryoku when it is
So-
released.
so-
So it's really Reiryoku.
Yeah.
And
it's-
that is spiritual power, which
it's-
can also
it's
be
just
turned to
yeah,
as spiritual
it's
energy.
the same thing.
So we've got spiritual energy, a combination of spiritual and physical energy, and ki is also latent energy or fighting power, which directly translates to life energy. Life energy.
But the thing with ki is
One last thing.
yeah.
Nen. Nen is one of the defining features of the Hunter x Hunter series. Yes, it is a technique that allows a living being to use and manipulate their own life energy,
So it's basically ki.
more or less. Well, it's a technique that allows you to use life energy, so you can manipulate
So,
your life energy. You're pretty much like ki.
From
Yes.
from what I've read in the past from Asian martial artists, they always say that ki is the same thing. Like it's what you utilize to fight and blah 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 blah. Like the peak martial artists use ki, from what I've read in the past. But the thing is, so that's why I agree. That's why I see in Dragon Ball Z, because that's what they do, martial arts,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why they use ki. and the same thing in Hunter x Hunter too. But at the basic of all of them, it's still just spiritual energy.
Well,
It's the
I don't
same
know.
thing.
Like, if we say that life energy is different from spiritual energy, I mean, generally in Dragon Ball Z, as I mentioned before, when somebody's about to like kill themselves in
Yeah.
like a kamikaze
Yeah,
attack,
they burn through
and
their
they
life
burn through
energy.
life energy,
Yeah.
and people can tell. They're like, "Oh snap, this guy's about to do something dangerous," right? Which is different from when they just send a key blast.
True, but
Right?
but then I'm like, so your life energy, what's your life? Your life is practically your spirit, your soul. So it just falls in the same category. But
Yeah, so I guess it would be like using all of it,
yeah.
right?
So it just falls on the same page.
But then I came up with this question too. Sorry to interrupt you
No,
here.
you good.
If Ki and Nen both use life energy,
Mm-hmm.
does it mean that people who use it more die sooner?
That's a question. But we have people like Master Roshi, who's like super old and can still use it.
Yeah, and he's been using it
Yeah.
as a
So-
martial artist probably his entire
and
life. So
especially
why
in
is he still
Hunter
alive?
x Hunter, we
Right,
have
those people that keep going, and Netero, who's like hundreds of years old.
yeah,
hundreds.
Killua is died.
Yeah, I mean Netero is even
grandpa.
older than him because he
Yeah.
was old while Killua's grandpa was a babe.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's really old.
Yeah, no, but he. You haven't read the manga, right?
What?
He ate some rice from the Dark Continent.
Oh, is that why he's so old? Yeah, but then it's like if they're using life energy and we're assuming that there's a definite amount, shouldn't these people be dying like in their 40s or something?
That's what I'm saying. Let's leave Hunter and
Dragon Ball out.
out of this question because it's
Yeah,
complicated.
and they're using life energy anyway. Whereas these three here mentioned use
spiritual.
spiritual energy or a combination of both
So-
spiritual and
So
physical
my
energy.
question of all time. That's why I'm saying Haki is not stronger than chakra, because everybody uses spiritual. But then Naruto takes it a step further
And adding physical energy.
So it makes it stronger.
So what is physical energy? What is physical energy?
But no, physical energy is just your energy, the strength that makes you lift stuff, that makes you walk. The strength that helps you wake up in the morning. Just it's you basically. It's your energy. So I guess that's it.
Like the energy you get from eating food?
Stuff like that. Because in Naruto, when Sakura explains it, he shows like the spiritual energy. That's the energy that you're gathering. But then when she was talking about physical energy, she was showing somebody who was exercising. You know?
Okay, okay,
So-
I've got a definition here from the Naruto. Okay, what is physical energy in Naruto? Physical energy energy collected from each and every one of the body's cells and can be increased through training, stimulants, and exercise.
See,
Okay,
so it's just the strength that you gather through your time. That's why you exercise and you get stronger. But then once you combine it with spiritual, it becomes chakra. That's why they can do all those stuff. Dash against walls, strive and do all that stuff.
right. So then, by definition, then, just for individuals of the same strength,
Mm-hmm.
chakra would trump,
Trump most of them.
right?
It's just
Because haki is life energy and spiritual pressure, spiritual power.
fact. No, haki is spiritual energy too.
Right, it's all life
It's
energy.
all the same.
Reiatsu and all of
Yeah,
this
it's
stuff
all-
is
it's
life
all-
energy.
it's-
But it's not necessarily true if the individual using haki is just a stronger individual because
But-
he's gonna use
But
more spiritual power.
I get it, but it shouldn't matter. You know why?
Why not?
The only part it will matter because the if both like the ninjas and the people from One Piece and the pirates, let's just take the pirates for an example, or the marine, like who's using haki is just using spiritual. For example, if this marine guy's spiritual energy is like at 10, And my ninja right here is using spiritual energy at 10 too. They're equal, right? The
Mhm.
strength is equal. But the difference in Naruto is
He also has
adds.
physical
So he
energy.
makes it, if he was at 10, maybe 15, 12, or more.
Right. I see what you're saying. But doesn't do the people in One Piece not also have physical energy?
No, even though if they do, because they say physical
I mean,
energy is
it's
not.
just this energy,
But
right,
the
that you get
thing
from
is,
working
they
out.
don't combine it. It's different. In Naruto, they combine it to create something called chakra.
Right.
So it just makes it a step
Right. Because
further.
if they combined it, they would have chakra too, technically.
Yes,
Right, but
technically,
they
but
don't.
they don't. So
Fine.
that's why the ninjas are stronger. But then the difference in One Piece is the way they utilize it. That's where people can actually argue. Well, the people in One Piece are strong, blah blah blah. But let's just be honest. The same way they utilize it in One Piece is the same way they utilize it in Naruto, and even more. Like, okay, people in One Piece. The best thing. What would it be? Mantra, okay, foresight, best observation out there. Like I can see in the future,
Right.
okay, but people in Naruto can just sense stuff, right? And we have
But only sensory people can sense stuff.
not true actually. Not everybody can do the censoring type thing, but in Naruto they bring categories for sensing ninjas because the way they use it is far advanced. It's way advanced. That's why you have like why don't they put Naruto in the sensing type? They don't
'Cause
put
he's
him,
not one of those sensey people.
but he is. He senses people. He can't even see. The guy
Well,
saw
I
his
mean-
own soul. He can sense people from like a different.
But
village away.
that's in that given mode, right?
No.
Sage mode.
Sage mode just enhances him, but his basic form can do sensing too because he's from the Uzumaki clan.
So if we're talking about Rock Lee here, can Rock Lee sense? Well, I mean, there's always that level of sensing that all of these fighting enemies have, right?
Yeah.
They always have that. Now, so we are talking about a sensory ninja is not like it's
No.
different.
He's league above. Like everybody
Right.
can sense, but he does it on a
and
different.
and
level.
it's the same thing with these like special observation haki
Yeah.
users
So
who just
everybody can,
you
but
know
somebody's on a different level.
right.
So on this sensing thing, I'm going to give it to to Haki because he can actually see in the future.
Right.
But the thing is, that's it. If I take that away, there's no more because you say that okay, your armament Haki, and they say, oh well, somebody can use advanced armament. We saw with Luffy in Wano, so most top people can use advanced armament Haki. But then even with the advanced, the Naruto guy does it better.
I think that it would just depend on the amount. If someone is using only spiritual energy in the form of haki and is using it at just we'll give a number like 100, and then you're fighting a ninja who's using it at 50 spiritual and 50 physical, or let's say this guy is at 200 and this one's at 50, 200, even if it's just physical energy beats.
But that's why it depends on the
Right, so
matchup.
depending
Yeah.
on the
No,
strength
it's-
of the individual
that's
themselves, right?
always how it is because some people, for example, like the Raikage, I'm pretty sure his physical energy is way stronger than most people in Naruto. And then you add it with his spiritual energy. That's why his chakra is so huge.
That's Tsunade's, right? Because he's just fast. He's not
No,
necessarily super
Tsunade
strong.
is strong because of her chakra control. She's not naturally strong. The guy is naturally strong.
No, he's naturally strong. Fine.
So in her case, it's just because she has such a good chakra control that she can
Right.
infuse it with her.
Wait, but is that why she was strong?
Yes, no, that's why Sakura is strong too. It's explained. She uses the same technique. The first Hokage uses it and is even better.
Yeah,
and most people in Naruto uses it. It's just that the way those guys use it is on a different level.
Fine.
So in Naruto, they also have it, and the best example of like like let's say comparison of armament haki in Naruto is the Raikage. You see the way he
Right,
just
because he
uses
cloaks
chakra?
himself. Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
And it just increases his stats all over like the board.
Absolutely. So, yeah, which is pretty much what Big Mom does, right? When
Yeah.
she cloaks
Yeah,
herself.
I mean, if
Which
most most
a lot of
emperors
a lot of
do
these
it
people
like
do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
the-
but
the-
then that would mean, of course, that somebody on the level of the Raikage fighting Big Mom, the Raikage using chakra
he's stronger.
would be stronger.
Will be stronger because his power is not like having two and going along. No, it's an addition, so it makes it stronger. So just based on that, like a fireball coming from Itachi and a fireball coming from
Who's a fire guy?
Ace.
Ace?
I'm sorry. Itachi's fireball is stronger because it's made out of chakra. It's just fine. But because in Ace's case, his fire is not imbued with haki. It's just
Right,
fire.
it's just fire. Yeah.
You see?
Okay, okay, okay.
So
I see.
it might be the same thing for like Kizaru when he sends his laser. Because if he's able to imbue haki with his laser, then I'm like, so can somebody just send his haki away from him? Then you're like, well,
No, but-
people do it with slashes.
Right, but the sword is not a devil fruit,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean, I don't think he can mix haki in his light.
But can he though?
I hope not, because
No,
I mean,
but he
if he can,
I feel no,
that changes the whole anime. Is I don't think it's gonna be good if they can do that.
He probably can't. What I'm saying this
He
because
shouldn't, for
most
sure.
people that we've seen do it, it's always Parametheus because their ability they always use their physical body to do
Right.
it, and Zoans too. And most people who utilize haki, either he's a swordsman or it's like a close fight, like a
Yeah, like fist fighting.
yeah. So I'm like, I don't see Ace using like a fireball, then haki's imbued in it. I'm like, I don't see that happening.
No.
Because if that was the case, Smoker would have died versus Ace. Right, let's be honest.
But Ace wasn't trying to kill Smoker anyway.
But it doesn't matter if I'm not here to kill you. At least you should be like scarred to a point where he's burned. He's like, oh God, I burned my arm on my shoulder or something. But I'm like, and don't get me that Smoker is as strong as Ace. No. Okay, don't get.
Does somebody actually say that?
Dude, there are crazy fans in One Piece. People go over the board.
I
on the
mean,
smallest
I
things.
do wish that Smoker was a little more. After the 2 years, I expected more out of
No,
Smoker.
I don't expect more.
I expected
Because
more out of
He's
Smoker.
just one of those characters that you're like, oh, this is Smoker.
Look,
we acknowledge. him.
I don't want Rob Lucci to be up there and Smoker to be
Dude,
down in the dust. Smoker
Rob
was
Lucci-
like,
no.
He
Don't
was- no,
disrespect
stop it.
Lucy like this.
look, Smoker was a good antagonist. And
Eh?
he was there for a long time.
And
He's important.
dude, the guy learned haki after 2 years. Rob Lucy knew haki when he was a kid. He joined CP9 when he was a kid.
He knew haki?
Yes, that's why he does the finger thing. He uses haki imbued armament.
That's not
And-
haki.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
It isn't, because he couldn't pierce Luffy's throat when he uses it.
No, you
Remember
can't-
that?
You can't pierce Luffy the way that you're doing it
No,
unless
no,
you have
no,
a
no,
sharp
no,
blade.
no.
The same thing happened with Doflamingo.
Let me help you here. Haki trumps devil
But
fruit.
that's what I'm saying.
Ah,
That's what we
it's
did.
either a plot hole
But that's the plot hole that I've been telling you.
or he doesn't use haki when he does it.
No. Every time he does the finger thing, it's imbued with haki. We see
Then
that
that's-
in the new
that's-
word.
that's messed
We
up.
see it in the new word. He uses haki to do the finger thing. That's
Maybe
why
that's
he-
just because it's new. Like now he uses haki, but back in those days he didn't know it.
Dude, when they do the tekai, he's haki. They explained it. They use haki.
Really?
Yes.
Why did they do that? They shouldn't have done that. Because now it's like every time that you punch somebody who has,
The 6 powers are based on haki.
I want references. I
Okay,
wanna
I'm
go
not
here.
I'm not going to say this as like a pure 100%, but most of them, like in the new world now, that we see them use one of the 6 powers, the Marines, They imbued it with haki.
Yes,
And
no,
every technique is based with the haki
I can't
system.
believe that for people who are in the new world now. But back in those days, I cannot believe
Don't
that
forget
was
that
Saki.
they explained haki. They started to introduce haki at Water 7.
Okay, fine.
So, Rob Lucci,
That's an assumption, because
it's
look,
not an assumption. His punches hurted Luffy. If he didn't have haki, his punches wouldn't hurt Luffy. And you know it's true. Because nobody can hurt Luffy
right?
even
Unless it's a
except
slicing
it's
attack.
a slicing attack or you use haki.
Oh, that's messed up. Oh
Yes.
my god.
You cannot damage Luffy if you're not using haki or a blade. It's impossible. That's why when Moria was hitting him in that box, he came up and he's like, "How are you fine?" He's like, "I'm rubber. You deal no damage."
Wow.
Yeah, plot
It's a
hole, bro.
Wow.
See, that's why when people are like,
So it should have been. Oh my goodness. Well, that's okay. Well, I would like.
Moria didn't know how to use haki.
Right, he doesn't. He
Maybe
doesn't.
maybe now in the new world we don't know because people don't die in One Piece. So he's a no. He went to get Solomon. His
And he
lion
got
friend.
beaten
Yeah,
up.
he got
Because
beaten
Solomon,
up. So
then he die or something and they stole his fruit?
They didn't show that part.
Yeah, but they stole his fruit,
That they
right?
probably just stole his fruit.
They
but-
stole his fruit,
yeah.
right?
So we don't know if he's dead or not, or they just
Yeah,
stole
but
it.
and this other person is taking his form.
Mhm.
Oh, and also,
No, it's her mythical power, Kurama Fox.
right.
She can just change shapeshift.
What's up with so many shapeshifters?
There's only two.
You know, in the time of Kaido, that old granny,
No, but she had the power. She probably had the or Mr.
Mr. Twos?
Yeah, she
but
probably
Mr.
did.
Two is still alive, right?
Yes,
he
but
dead?
she's dead, and Mr. Two has the power years later.
No, the grandma is dead, Mr. Two, but Mr. Two is alive, right? But
No, no.
Devon has his
his
fruit.
No, in One Piece they always do this. There's a fruit and a copy, and one of the copies better. Aokiji's ice compared to the girl with the snow in Punk Hazard. It's the same fruit, but one is stronger.
What girl? The bird?
Yes, she uses snow. Her
Man, who
ability-
doesn't use ice in One Piece?
No, most people don't. The only people that you're saying who uses ice have a special ability. Like for example,
One Brook made the ice wall, man. I was like,
that's fishy too. Brook is not supposed to use ice to that level. We're going to call it a chill of death.
yeah, I
but
was like,
like-
when it was still like just like little icicles on the ground, I was like, fine. I
fine.
saw the wall, I was like, what is
I'm-
this?
But maybe his fruit is mythical. We don't know because most mythical fruit have two abilities. That's why Kaido's daughter, but son, could use ice.
Kaido's daughter.
In the anime son, I'm going to stick with what the anime says.
Yeah, and I am part of the people in the anime who are like, what are you doing in this? You know when they went to the hot spring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she or he probably grew up in a way that
Because she wants to be Odin.
Yeah, so that's part of it. But anyway, that's the ability, the haki system in One Piece. So most people use this haki, but for Naruto, like they do, it's like enhanced. It's like
Right.
haki enhanced. It's like haki times 2.
Yeah, we
So-
do have to agree there. We
Yeah,
do
yeah.
have to agree.
So
there.
that-
Just by definition.
So if you take Garp, uses his like Galaxy Punch with all his Conqueror's haki, and attack like Tsunade's. I'm sorry,
Nah, Garp still wins.
Garp is dead,
Nah, Garp still wins because Garp,
dude.
it's Garp.
Dude.
We're just gonna give it to
Dude.
Garp because it's Garp.
Prime
Uh,
Tsunade.
What is she gonna do?
We saw what Prime Tsunade is. It's Sakura.
What is? Yeah, Sakura.
We saw
AKA
in the novel.
uselessness.
No. In the novel, when Sakura is chasing to meet with Sasuke before she gets pregnant, she's like trying to chase after Sasuke. She faces this ninja. Her punches are stronger than Tsunade's,
Okay.
and they're basically nukes. So, for example,
Ah.
you see those, you see the Madara, meteors. she probably could destroy
No,
half of
stop.
it.
Okay,
with
we're
her
gonna
strength.
end the video right here. He's lost his mind.
It's I'm not. People might think I'm saying this, but this is in the novel, like the hidden Sakura. I think it's in the Itachi one or one of those, or the Sasuke one where they explain this. It's on me. Check it online.
No,
it's on me.
it's just him. Anyway, thank you very much for
So
watching.
Sakura faces Garp.
Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to flame this guy for spouting nonsense. And do share, and we'll see you next time.
Stop with your nonsense.
We'll see them next time.
But it's true. You just
No, I don't think so.
You know why you don't think so? Because you still don't grasp how chakra is stronger than haki. All that
I just don't think that you can disrespect Garp.
I'm not disrespecting
this
him.
level.
If he's in his anime, in
his
in
prime.
One Piece, prime Garp, even though he's even after his prime, like in One Piece, top dog, fine. But once you get into the Naruto world, he doesn't have a devil fruit. All he has is his spiritual energy. Then you have somebody in Sakura who has a lot of spiritual energy and a lot of physical energy. She combines it becomes chakra, and she's that strong. And first of all, she has the 100 whatever seals. So you're not killing her. That's first the thing.
Now
like,
imagine
you're not killing her.
Garp observing and learning how to combine physical and spiritual
then
energy.
that's a different story.
Then that's a different
But
story.
you cannot do this because we're talking about different animes.
Okay, and that's why I don't like to compare worlds.
But even if okay, let me take what you said.
What?
Okay, then I have Madara just show up. Oh no, the first Hokage. He shows up.
No, he's
in
stronger. Why?
No,
why
we
would you
take the
him?
first Hokage in One Piece. He's like, hey, what's that fruit over there? do you realize how strong that guy will be?
Yeah, he'd probably be too strong. I mean, well, depending on what fruit he eats, right?
Let's not even take him in One Piece. Let's just be like, you know what? I want to test those Rinnegan of yours. He just kills Madara, takes his Rinnegan, puts it in his eyes. You know how strong that guy will be?
Anyway.
Or give him the magma. Wait, people in Naruto can use lava too. See,
Of course they can.
So
Yeah.
So Aokiji, Akainu, he's not that strong anymore.
Well, I mean,
I
again,
will send him Son Goku, the fourth,
it depends
the
on
fourth tail beast Jinchuriki.
the strength of their spiritual energy, though. If the spiritual energy,
So you're telling me
is-
there's somebody who has more spiritual energy than a tail beast?
yeah,
What are you talking about?
yeah,
It's a tail beast.
the Akatsuki guy beat the tail beast.
Who?
Akatsuki folks, they beat tail beast.
Beating is different, okay? And it's always a 2-on-1. They never go 1-on-1.
No, sometimes it's 1-on-1. Toby versus.
And guess who they send to get to deal with this guy? Itachi. Oh, really? Yeah, of course. They send one of the two strongest of the Akatsuki
to deal with what tail beast?
with the fourth one, the Sengoku, the gorilla with the magma style.
Oh yeah. But
They send Itachi and Kisame.
yeah,
One
but
of
it's
the
just
two strongest.
Kisame beats him on one-on-one.
But that's what I'm saying. You're talking about two people.
Yes,
Who
you've got a
uses who are
tailless beast versus a four beast, and he
You-
beats him.
You're talking about people already in Naruto, but we're comparing the powers.
No,
of
my
the
point
One
was,
Piece.
if you have someone, a ninja, who can beat a tail beast, and you have some people in the Naruto world, in the One Piece world, who are stronger than some people in the Naruto. Some people are.
But who? You know,
Newgate,
what does
Goldbeard,
what does
Goldbeard. What's
what
his
does
name? Gold
Kisame
Roger.
do? What is Kisame's ability?
A lot of
He's
water.
a master water jutsu.
But it's not seawater.
He uses no. See, that's
It's
a
water.
No. People in Naruto can
Wait.
use any form
It
of
has
water
to
style.
be seawater because sharks don't live in salt in fresh water.
It's not just seawater. He uses every single type of water in Naruto. Nobody cares if it's a sea, if it's a river. We use water.
Yeah, but again, it's a devil fruit eater
Yeah.
can swim
Who? Where?
No,
Where?
they can't swim.
They can't swim.
So regardless whether it's a river or a lake
can't.
or the ocean.
So if you take Kisame in Naruto in One Piece, only the Haki users will deal with him. He will get into the water, shark bomb, like an entire tidal wave. The only person who's going to deal with him is Aokiji, who can ice the water.
Jinbei can throw
but-
the water back with his ocean current.
Dude,
Shoulder
you're
throw.
going
I like the
you're
name of
going
that.
You're going to compare him, like, look,
Yeah, they're actually both fishmen here.
Jinbei. Okay, look.
Actually,
Jinbei-
isn't why is Kisame? Why is he an actual
Because-
shark?
No.
But he has gills
No.
on his face, not even down here.
In each villages, people have clans, and the clan where he's from, they're so in tune with the water that they become fish-like.
So we can call him a fishman.
Yeah, he's
literally.
technically a
So we
fishman.
got two fishmen here.
But the difference is,
But
it's like one he's using just those little water guns, and he's using like a tank of water. Dude, the guy doesn't just like control. He creates. He manipulates water. Okay, Jinbei is like a kid to him. Okay, that this is.
I don't know. I think that you're kind of pushing the thing a little
Dude,
bit.
the guy can use water
I can
dragons.
agree that he's stronger. Kisame is stronger. I do have to agree there. But I don't think that it's going to be such a walk in the park.
It will be a walk in the park for him, except once he reaches the emperors. And when I'm saying the emperors, the ones who are not using devil fruits, because
Like-
he can't just use water prison on them. And
Okay,
they
fine,
can't, and
fine,
they and then he just stabs them because now they're unconscious. They
But he
cannot-
also has to catch him.
dude,
It's speed, man.
dude, the guy. What did he do versus Killer Bee? What was the technique?
That was a long
He
time ago.
created a water dome.
Oh, that huge thing. Oh, yeah. Because
And
it just
in-
spat the water and it just expanded really fast. Fine.
And then he combined it with Samehada, where he combines, and now he doesn't use the sword, but he just
He is the
himself.
sword.
He just takes your chakra.
Oh, yeah, and he can take your... Okay, fine.
The only
Anyway...
people, what I admit, what will probably happen, Shanks will probably kill him. Garp will probably kill him. But even Garp, debatable.
Prime Garp.
Aokiji will probably kill him because he uses
'Cause he can
ice, so
freeze
he
him.
will freeze his water. But then if Aokiji appears, I would just take Haku, finish him off, and we'll move
What are you
on.
saying?
It's just
Oh,
facts.
okay. He's finally lost it again. Anyway, that was not the point of the video.
No,
so,
that was not the point. But
uh,
but then we go to Bleach.
Yeah, well, Bleach,
But
it's
we-
still
because we-
spiritual energy, right?
Okay, first
That's
of
the
all,
thing.
like people, we already established that chakra is better than haki. It's just simple. It just depends on which people are using it. Okay, I'm
right.
not going to
the
say
strength of the individual
Yeah.
is the difference.
yeah, it's the difference. But most people in Naruto who are already strong, then you add them with haki and with you give them chakra. It's over. It's over. Like I'm sorry. Like Garp, whatever. Roger, like I just sent the first Okage. He's dead. Let's just be honest.
But okay. But you know the way you say that is like he appears and then he just obliterates.
That's
blood.
what will happen.
Yeah.
And you know, dude, the guy,
I think that it's going to be a fight.
the first
And
Hokage has no weaknesses.
how did he die?
But that's the that's the biggest
Anyway.
that's the biggest Naruto plot hole. And everybody knows this. How did he die? The guy can heal himself.
Old age.
Well, right.
Everybody
Okay,
dies
if it's
of old age.
If it's old age, then how did when his little brother died, he was already dead? Why wasn't he just still in the village?
Maybe he took some. We don't know, huh? We don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. It's not old age.
Maybe he took some lethal damage when he was fighting Madara.
No, he didn't. After he dude, he defeated Madara.
Right, and then he
clean.
lived a long time.
Yeah.
Still.
And he did his thing. He was there.
But
doing
he
his
could
thing.
have been like All Might, suffering from this wound for a long time.
Impossible. Even Madara was like, this guy's healing factor was just out of like the park. It's not fair. He even like Pewdie tonight is like, oh well, you're close, but girl, like that guy was different. Okay, so let's just say like you take the first Hokage in One Piece. People don't want to agree with me, but I'm sorry, the guy is just too strong.
He was very strong, but anyway, don't disrespect Gold Roger. No, Roger. At
That's
any
facts.
rate, I don't really want to talk about Bleach because Bleach they also use spiritual energy. They walk in the air, so that whole moonwalk and stuff. They're really they
but
can even walk. They don't have to run. They
but
can walk.
that's why I liked what Death Battle did when they did Naruto versus Bleach versus Ichigo. They showed that people in Naruto, it doesn't matter if if you invisible or you're just a spirit, because that's what the Shinigami are. You cannot see them with the naked eye. Even if even that's what you are, we can still sense you. And in Naruto cases, he can see you.
Yeah, cause they can't they see that ghost of the Reaper
Not
guy?
not all of them. Only the one who's using it can see it.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
only the
Fine,
one who's
fine.
using it. But
And
in
it's the same
Naruto,
also.
but in Naruto case, he can see it
Yeah,
because he
right.
saw his own
Naruto
soul.
himself.
Yeah, Naruto himself, not
Yeah,
everybody,
not
but the
everyone.
rest of the people can sense you, can sense what's going on because it's still you. There's still an entity right there. I cannot maybe see you, but I can sense what you're doing.
Yeah, but then there's the factor of speed and all of that stuff. So actually, people from Bleach can do pretty well.
No, I agree. People from Bleach can deal way more. They can be way more of a way more of a trouble or of a problem to the Naruto world than the One Piece are.
Okay, but I didn't want this to be a world comparison in
No,
this
but
regard.
it's the energy comparison.
Right.
The best
That's
way
true.
to always explain those is to compare their feats and their strength.
Absolutely, but since of course the Shinigamis and Quincy's and Squinchies,
No,
we
the
can
question,
see them.
no, the question you can see.
We can see
can
them, and they're using spiritual energy versus
Yeah.
spiritual plus physical.
And them, they don't have the the Rio Goku. Is that what it was called?
Ryoku.
Yeah, they don't use it.
No, they do.
No, the only thing they
Because
use.
Ryoku produces Reiatsu.
So okay, then fine. Because most of the time when I see it, it's like Chad. You know, that's how I see it. Chad doesn't really use Ryutsu.
But
His
he has
abilities-
it.
Yeah, his ability is so different too. That's so weird. Like they need to explain those stuff. Like why can Chad do this? What is his background?
He was born, wasn't he like from Mexico or something?
He is Mexican, but the issue is, so you're telling me if I go to America, it's a different set of powers. And I go to Mexico, it's a different set of powers. That's weird. And most
Yeah, I
in
don't know.
anime, Japan is always the world. Like it's just Japan is the world. It's so weird.
No, but every once in a while they do like Spanish and like Mexico and
Yeah,
things
but-
like you see even in like Baki the Grappler how they like he goes to like doesn't he go
But-
to Mexico after a while or he meets
Baki goes to America.
or he goes to America.
Yeah. But in for example, Hajime no Hippo, they know people
Right,
from
there.
different world who are world champions. But then but the best way to explain it to have the best comparison is My Hero Academia, where it's so weird.
What?
Everybody else, people know. All Might, greatest hero of all time, is the number one. Then I realized later on, wait, they were saying number one just in Japan. So people in different world might be stronger than him.
But were they though?
Dude, have you seen what that Captain Girl did?
She's
girl from
his
America?
student, but
Yeah.
that's his student. So
No,
I
no,
don't-
no, 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 no.
What?
He didn't train her. She sees him as a role model.
What's her name? Let me just Google. He always has the truth here. So
It's fine, but that's what they say in the manga. But check, I'm telling you. Because he was in the US fighting over there, doing hero stuff. That's how he got known. But my question is, so does that mean that Endeavor is the number one in the world or just in Japan? Because I'm sorry, Miss America will destroy.
oh, is that what she is, Miss America?
I think that's what her name is. I don't know. No, just type My Hero Academia, American number one hero, America number one hero. But the fact with what they're doing, it's always making like the world like it's Japan. Japan is the world in anime. It's always funny. But when you see her abilities, I'm sorry, Isaac. It's stronger than All Might's. If you give her a 1v1 versus All Might, she's supposed to win.
Don't disrespect All Might, man.
Dude, the girl gives orders to everything. You know what that means? Dude, they shot lasers at her, and she gave the order of the lasers to become her to become her like spear or whatever, and she utilizes as a spear mid-air. So if she just touches water, she gives water the order to become like a giant tsunami, a giant wave. She just she can just destroy an entire city just by giving orders.
Okay, okay. So she's not a student. Fine. Um, right.
But that was not the point. We're just talking about Japan being the world and most anime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, heck, if I'm gonna make like an anime from and I'm like from the Philippines or something, and it's based in Philippines. Yeah, it's here. There's the whole world right here.
No, but that's fine. But then you have stuff like
But then they still try to include like little, but it's hard to include like every continent and things like that because then it's just it's a
No,
little
no,
much.
but
you know.
the issue is then like, but then it makes the anime unrealistic.
It's not supposed to be.
No, based on their world. I'm not talking about us, like realistic in the anime world. It's
How-
like
and how do you
Jujutsu.
mean?
It's like Jujutsu Kaisen. You know what they're saying?
What?
It's like most sorcerers are from Japan. Dude, what are you talking about? And then
Fine.
in their movie, we see this African guy with curse technique too. I'm like,
Well, they said most, not all, right?
but I'm like, how is that possible? Well, most concentration. So at least we're supposed to.
Well,
see
it's like saying that most samurai are from Japan. Like if some other places spawn samurais, we still know that they got it from like Japanese
but
culture.
Curse technique is based on like negative emotions. So you're telling me there's a place who have more negative emotion
But there is negative energy
than,
everywhere.
For example, Africa.
They're not basing. They're not basing it in. They're not basing this on the real world.
I'm basing this on what you tell me in the anime. You said based on the negative emotions of where you are and how blah 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 blah.
Yes, and
that's how.
it may be that to the
Dude,
Japanese.
people in Africa don't have water. That's negative right there. Wars happen all the time. Genocide. You telling me there is not somebody who's stronger?
But
than
they're not
freaking-
basing it on the real world. This is like Japan, anime Japan. It's not
You know what happened?
real world
you know what
Japan.
happened? The guy with the stitches.
What about it?
He went and talked to China and America that hey, Satoru Gojo is like free energy. You just hook him up, and you can have infinite energy with him. So now the world, America, everybody's going to Japan to face this and to attack them. So you tell me they're not basing this off the real world? Then why introduce the superpowers?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, Isaac.
Okay, fine,
Look,
fine.
There is nobody out there who can debate me on this anime BSs. Because the questions are always simple. Then
But-
why did you do this?
Because they can. It's like I'm making my anime
but
this
if,
way.
If you can, then let me take what you said like 2 chapters later and bring it back in front of you. Oh well, it doesn't apply. But you said it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. At any rate, so we've pretty much established, unless of course somebody else has more information and can disagree that chakra is not stronger than just regular spiritual energy.
If you disagree, you
No,
just
because they
fool.
might have more facts, right? Because I just did a quick Google search.
It
There
doesn't-
might be.
It doesn't matter on how much the Google search is. You just go watch the anime. They will tell you what the power in that anime is. And in One Piece, it's freaking spiritual energy. They do not add anything. That's what it is. But I'm going to take somebody who uses the same spiritual energy and then more, and you tell me he's going to be weaker? He can only be weaker if depending on the person. But most like Jonins in Naruto will probably beat most pirates and marines in One Piece. It's just facts.
At any rate, if you do,
Because
let me
because
close
no,
the
no, no,
video.
no, let me just explain this. because no, I don't want any comments like that guy.
No, I
Like,
do want comments because I do want to. No, seriously, because when the people do comment, right, and then we can really see. Heck, you could give us more information. You can
no,
give
no,
us
no,
more
no,
stuff to
that's
talk
fine, that's
about,
fine.
right?
Do the
No,
comment.
please do comment,
No,
please.
no. What I'm saying is ignorant comments. You know, the ones that just,
Ignorant comments,
oh,
foolish comments. I want them all.
you don't know what you're talking about, stuff like this. But the fact is, not everybody in Naruto in One Piece uses haki.
Yes,
There's a smart percentage.
right, and not everybody
But
in Naruto.
the percentage of people who uses chakra in Naruto is vastly more.
Yes, I do have to agree. However, no, actually, can I? Because look, there's what they show us, right? And then there is the reality of their lives. Is most of the population in those villages ninjas?
Yes, that's where the villages. And when you go to the cities, they're not ninjas.
Oh,
But
so in
people
the
over-
villages you've got ninjas. So are there more villages than there are cities?
Yes, in Naruto world, yes,
There are
Yes.
more villages than there are cities.
yes. There are
So is the population in the villages greater than the population in cities?
because the cities we've seen so far that are described in Naruto are not that huge.
Well, at any rate, it doesn't seem like we can say that for a fact.
No, we can't because the anime showed us.
Yeah, but we didn't have like
I
a
don't-
population count. We didn't have a census.
He's like, wait.
That's the no. I'm serious. We don't have numbers. You can speculate that it's the case,
I
but
can-
you cannot say for a fact.
What I'm saying for a fact is, most people in Naruto can use chakra, even though they're not ninjas. We've seen them. Like people are not ninja, they use the chakra.
Who?
Are you serious?
Who?
It's mostly shown in the regular Naruto.
Because I know that, for example, you know that ramen guy.
Yeah,
He can't use chakra.
he probably can. We don't
But
know.
we've never seen him
We've never
use it,
seen
right? We've never. He's not a ninja, so I
look,
can
look,
go ahead
let-
and say
let's-
that he doesn't.
Let's be honest. If you live in one of the five great ninjas, like the land or those five lands, and you live in those villages, 90% of the people there can use chakra because they're mostly ninjas. Your dad is a ninja. Your mom is a ninja.
Right,
Except
and then
the-
eventually they
Yeah.
go to doing other things, right?
Yes. So
Uh,
most of them are ninjas.
So I guess it's a fair assumption to make. And that being said, you may therefore also assume
you
that
know why I'm saying this?
what?
It's because the academy, you don't go learn math over there.
Right.
They
you-
learn to become ninjas. So all the generations are becoming
So
ninjas.
then, when do these people learn to read and write and count and such?
But did you see in the...
No, seriously though, when do they learn
get-
to do
dude,
that?
they get teach. Like, they're teaching them even during the as ninjas, they're like, you need to know, like, the circumference of this, doing this, how you're going to throw your kunais. So they learn all those stuff. It's just that the main profession...
Is learning
yeah,
how to
it's-
be a ninja.
yes.
Fine. Okay, but I mean, yes, we can say that there are more people who use chakra than the people who use haki.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a
No,
fair
no,
statement.
Okay, no, what I'm saying is not like compare the population of each world because the One Piece world is so it's like way bigger. Than
Even
Naruto.
in the even in there, I mean, most
people don't know how to
pirates
use-
don't
yeah.
don't use it.
Yeah, like Luffy had to learn it what, like way later.
Right.
So like
Like a
most
lot of people know
don't.
about it, most people don't
Yeah.
use it. But ninjas, they all use chakra.
And some people don't even know haki exists. in
Right.
One Piece.
Yes.
But in Naruto, everybody knows what chakra is, but not everybody use it. So I'm pretty sure at some point somebody who's not a ninja learns chakra. Like the bandits, they're not ninjas, but they know how to use chakra. The samurais in
Do
Naruto,
they
they're not
though?
ninjas,
But they do use
chakra.
chakra. That's true. That's true.
So like, I can be a tomato seller, like salesman. I know how to use chakra. I just don't fight with it. So,
Fine.
Yeah.
No, fine. That's. I think it's a fair thing
well,
to
yeah.
say.
What did we learn? Chakra is stronger than most of the rest.
Okay, just don't go on the extreme side like this guy is going. At any rate, thank you for watching. Do like, comment, definitely comment. Don't forget to flame this guy over there and subscribe for more videos, and we will see you next time.
All right. Peace.